Today on our 2008 Chrysler Town and Country, we're going to be taking a look at and installing the CURT Class 2 Custom Fit Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C12264. So here's what our hitch looks like fully installed. It's going to sit up underneath our bumper, and all we're going to see is the receiver tube opening. Now, it is a Class 2, so it's going to give you that 1¼ by 1¼ receiver tube opening, and it has a nice reinforced collar, giving it that nice clean flush look. Now, our hitch is going to use a standard 1/2-inch pin and clip, which is included, so that's a nice benefit of not having to pick anything extra up. Now, the safety chain loops are going to be a rolled steel stock that's welded onto the bottom, and as you can see, we're going to have plenty of room to get most size chains on or off without interfering with anything. Now, our hitch is going to feature a 3,500-pound gross trailer weight rating and a 350-pound tongue weight. Now, I do want to mention that you always want to double check with your vehicle's owner's manual to make sure it can handle that amount of weight. Now, the manufacturer does recommend when towing any non-trailer loads that you use a stabilization strap, and you can pick one up on our website using part number 18050. Now, I'll give you a few measurements to help you when deciding for accessories for your new hitch, such as a ball mount, bike rack, or cargo carrier. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the outermost edge of the bumper is 4 1/2 inches. Now, from the ground to the top inside edge of the receiver tube opening is 13 inches. Now that we've gone over some of the features, let's show you how we get it installed. To begin our installation, we're going to need to lower down our exhaust, so I'm going to take a strap to help support it so it doesn't fall down all the way. Now, at the front part of our muffler, if we look straight up, we're going to have our exhaust hanger. It's going to be held on by a 13mm bolt. We'll be using a 13mm socket to loosen that up. And if we come right in front of our rear axle here and we look up, our hanger is going to be here, and we're going to have another 13mm bolt right there. Now, up to the next furthest hanger going forward, and we're going to move that bolt as well. Now we have plenty of clearance to get our hitch in here. Now, here on the driver's side, we're going to have 3 bolts going into our frame. Now, we're going to need to remove the 3 on the driver's side, and this furthest back one, I'm going to be using a 15mm socket to remove it. Now, we can go ahead and remove the one on the passenger side as well. On the driver's side here, we're going to remove these 2 bolts. I'm going to be using an 18mm socket. Now, on the passenger side, we're only going to be removing one of the forward bolts. The one right here next to these AC lines, you want to be extra careful, but this is the one we're going to remove. We're going to leave the one closest to the tire here. We're going to leave that one in because that's what holds the bumper to the car. So again, using an 18mm socket, I'm going to remove this bolt. Now, with an extra set of hands, we can put our hitch into place. So I'm just going to take the bolts that I took out. I'm going to loosely put them in place so the hitch can support itself. Now, with the hitch supported, I can go and replace all the rest of my remaining hardware. With all my hardware in place, I'm going to go ahead and start snugging it all up. With all of our hardware snug, I'm going to come back and I'm going to use a torque wrench to torque it down to the specified amount in the instructions. I'm going to repeat that process for all my remaining hardware. With our hitch installed, all we have left to do is to put our exhaust back in place. Now we can remove our strap that was supporting our exhaust. And that'll finish up our look at the CURT Class 2 Custom Fit Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C12264 on our 2008 Chrysler Town and Country. Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.